My introduction to psychology and to spirituality began with some lived experience in my early 20s, specifically a psychotic episode during which I believed I was a reincarnation of Buddha and Christ and was on a mission to write a new holy book. I was also at times suicidal. This 2-month experience, about 50 years ago, provided me with a mental health challenge, and here I benefited greatly from a 5-year course of psychotherapy, but it was also my spiritual awakening. As the Jungian analyst John Beebe pointed out, quote, "Psychosis introduces the individual to themes, conflicts, and resolutions that may be pursued through the entire religious, spiritual, philosophical, and artistic history of humanity." I read Jung and Joseph Campbell to understand the larger cultural and psychological context of my non-ordinary experiences. I started a meditation practice and attended retreats with lamas and Zen masters, took Qigong courses, and studied with Wallace Black Elk, a Lakota medicine man. The episode itself and the therapy ultimately led me to decide to become a clinical psychologist. And it also led me to focus on the appropriate role for spirituality in therapy and other mental health services. I have included a link to a YouTube video which provides a more detailed account of this episode. My career has interwoven psychological approaches with spirituality. In particular, at the beginning of my career, I focused on spiritual crises similar to my own and wrote several case studies showing the spiritual dimensions of psychosis, mania, depression, and other mental disorders. In 1991, with Dr. Francis Liu, a faculty member in the Department of Psychiatry at UCSF, we made a proposal for a new diagnostic category for the 4th edition of the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. Specifically, the category was entitled Religious or Spiritual Problem. We published our proposal for this category in an article in the Journal of Nervous and Mental Disease. We believe that the most effective way to increase the sensitivity of mental health professionals to religious and spiritual issues in clinical practice would be to have this category included in this widely used diagnostic manual. The acceptance of religious or spiritual problem as a new diagnostic category in the DSM-4, and it is also in the DSM-5, is a reflection of increasing sensitivity to religion and spirituality in mainstream healthcare. This was noted in the New York Times, which published an article on the importance of this new diagnostic category. My work has expanded from spiritual crises to researching spiritual competency. Being able to conduct a spiritual assessment is the gateway skill to spiritual competency by enabling the mental health professional to bring religion and spirituality into therapy in a way that is informed by evidence and helpful to the client.